Good afternoon everybody, it's Brett here, Lionheart84. It's Sunday the 13th of October. Just sort of do a quick persimmon video. Now, needless to say, these persimmons aren't ones I've grown sadly off my tree. These are ones that I've bought just to see what they look like and compare them. Now I'm looking at these larger ones at the front. These have got Bosphor on the label. Now I believe that's either the brand of the wholesaler or the name of the grower. It's certainly not the variety. There's no variety called Bosphor. I believe that these persimmons are Rojo Brillant, and as you can see they're a very, very good size. I mean, they're bigger than an apple. They're a huge persimmon. They're not ripe yet, but from the shape of them, I think they're Rojo Brillant. Now, Rojo Brillant is an astringent persimmon. Now, these may or may not be astringent because although they're not ripe yet in terms of looking at them. I know that sometimes these persimmons are treated with I think it's carbon dioxide gas, which helps remove the astringency, removes the tannins from the fruit. But the only way I'd know that would be to cut them open and try one, so I'm not going to bother doing that at the moment because I don't particularly fancy dry mouth on a Sunday. Now the other variety, if I can open these up, if I manage to do this one-handed. These came from the local supermarket, Sainsbury's, and this is a Spanish grown variety. The grower's Inter Terra, and this variety is Triumph. Now, if you look at the difference in shape and appearance for these are very different. Rather than being a sort of a round to oval one, these are the typical flat, sort of flatter, more square shape. So Triumph is quite similar looking, I think, to Tipo and maybe Giro. Now, I believe this variety, you can see these are much closer to being ripe. I believe this variety is also an astringent persimmon, but I believe also the growers in Spain treat them with, again, they're kept in a chamber or room where carbon dioxide is passed through it, and I believe that's the treatment used to remove the tannins from the fruit. But they're still quite a nice sized fruit, and I've eaten these before and they're a lovely flavour. Now, most persimmons in Europe are grown in the Mediterranean areas because it's considerably warmer, and they're not grown commercially in the UK at all because our climate's borderline for getting persimmons to ripen. I mean, hopefully I will be able to get my own fruits here, and I wish these were mine looking at the size of them, but I think that you realistically can only get persimmons here ripening in sort of late October and into November and even December, which would be no good commercially, and the yield's too low. So they're mostly grown in the Mediterranean, Israel, South Africa, and probably some of them shipped over from the Americas. The amazing thing is the remarkably low prices of these, considering the fact that they're all imported. I was listening to my YouTube friend Lead Farmer 73's video the other day, and he was saying that in the shops local to him they pay $3 for a Fuyu, which is why he suggests everybody grows them themselves. Well, I'm amazed for a fruit that can be grown so readily in large parts of America that it would be so expensive there. I mean, these persimmons here cost 50 pence each for these large ones, which I suppose at the moment at current exchange rates is about 70 cents, and these ones from the supermarket were a 3-pack for £1.50. So again, that's probably about $1.80, $1.90, maybe $2 at the current exchange rate. I think a bit less than that, about $1.90 for a packet of 3 persimmons. So it's incredible that we can have those imported from all over Europe and other parts of the world and yet buy them so cheaply. So why they're so expensive in America, I realise you've got large distances to transport them, but I'm still amazed for a fruit that can be bought there that they'd be so expensive. But anyway, these are great looking fruit. I'm not going to do a taste test on them because I don't think they're ripe yet, and I don't fancy having dry mouth for the next hour or so. But I thought people would be interested to see the sort of persimmons we can buy here in the UK at this time of the year. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody. It's Brett out for now. Welcome to like the video if you liked it. You click like if you like the video. Obviously you're welcome to share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to my channel if you want to, if you haven't done already, and obviously if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications of future videos. Thanks for looking. Brett out for now.